Dr. Eve here. Hope all is well. Welcome to another Living Well is a Lifestyle vlog with Dr. Eve, sponsored by TOLTM Conversations. Father, we thank you. We thank you for this day, a day we've never seen before, a day we'll never see again. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be your name. Thy kingdom come, your will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from all that is evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory forever and ever. Amen. Thank you, replay viewers. Thank you to those who will just stop by. Thank you for your presence in here, in this space that God has provided for me to share the wisdom of what I am learning every single day about who we are, who God created us to be. Y'all, it is just a stillness in this garden right now. Father, I thank you. Looks like we may have an overcast. We may even get some rain. But Father, bring on the rain, okay? So we are here today to talk about okra. We're going to talk about okra because now is a good time to grow okra. And there's been so much camaraderie about okra for all the good and right reasons. So we're going to talk a little bit about that today. We're going to talk about okra, its health benefits, and we're going to talk about return on your investment if you would just drop one seed. So, as you know on this channel, we talk about all things living well from the soil up. I am a health and human service expert. I'm a PhD in human services, and I love being here to share resources, the why. I am a local researcher, so I'm here to share with you what I'm learning and why you should get into it, okay? So that we can be a healthier community, a healthier families, and a healthier nation. I'm Dr. Eve. So let's get into it. Why okra today? Why okra? Why the conversation about okra? I know you've heard okra, okra, okra. You see all the people buying okra. Women are talking about okra water, okra, okra, okra. Well, here is why, guys. Okra is a nutrient dense powerhouse packed with fiber and vitamins C, K1 and A, folate, and antioxidants. This unique veggie, which is also a fruit, supports heart health, it stabilizes your blood sugar, and it promotes healthy digestion. And it's especially good for pregnant women. Note, note the mention of folate. So let's talk about this healthy thing right here, which is best eaten right off the vine. Okay, I am growing okra. Okra is a warm weather plant. It loves the heat. So if you are looking for a plant to grow okra. Now, most people I've heard saying about most things, they say, well, I can just go buy it from the store. You could. You very well could. But we're talking about the economy. We're talking about the fact that everything is tripling in price. We're talking about the fact that even stuff you grow in the that you buy from the market, you don't know who grew it. You don't know what it's laced with. You don't know whether it's been sprayed. Even most of the vegetables in your markets have a mist that comes over them. That mist also has chlorine. I know most of you didn't know that. And I'm here to tell you that most people also don't like okra. Many people don't like it. They say, oh, it's too slimy. It's best eaten like this. It's not slimy like this. It's just fresh and good and excellent for you. So, what I have learned in my research about okra and its return on the investment is that okra in your markets costs upwards of $2 and $4 per pound. Now that depends on where you live. It can go upwards of $5 to $7 per pound. But what if you grew it? What if you grew okra? Okra, when it flowers, will give you seeds. I always grow my food to seed because I don't want to buy it again. I don't want to buy the seed again. And if it grows well here, then I want to get the seed because I want to get the seed from what I grew. Now, this is a seed from what I grew, and it has so many seeds in it. If I didn't have to hold this camera, I would show you exactly how many seeds are in this pod. Now imagine that. Imagine that you can grow your own okra. Imagine right now that you can put this healthy seed into the ground during the months from July, June, right now, to whenever the frost comes. Because I didn't cut mine down, it didn't stop growing until the frost hit. I cut it down, I let it go to seed. After it went to seed, and I grabbed my seeds. Right? Hello from South Africa. One seed, one plant, one pot, one plot. You can start it from seed, everyone. This healthy okra started from seed. Imagine you buy it one time and you get your seeds and you grow it over and over and over again. Hello from North America. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You will not have to contend with the $2 to $4 a pound, perhaps $5 to $7 a pound. Think about that investment. And if you get the seeds, you pay nothing for it. Nothing more for it ever again. Just keep growing. Year to year, always save your seeds. Now, I've got okra and I'm going to plant two more beds because I absolutely love it. And also because of what I shared with you. It is a nutrient dense powerhouse. We must grow food for the nutrients. The nutrients. We must eat for nutrition. There is no better way to eat than from the garden. There's no better way to eat than from the vine, from the plant itself, whole food. After some food is cooked, it loses some of its nutrients. Then some gain, but some do not. Most do not. Now, while I am building a strong foundation here in my garden, Fruitopia, I call her, because I grow so that the food keeps coming back. Thank you for your subscription. I grow so the food keeps coming back, surrounded by trees, all types of fruit. I've already had my breakfast. I come out in the morning. I have my antioxidants through my blackberries, which are popping every day, my, my blueberries, raspberries, figs, peaches. plums, grapes, cucumbers, whatever's growing. Now you might say, "Well, I don't, Dr. Eve. I don't have a backyard. I grow in pots, okay? I grow in pots. I grow in pots. I grow in bags. I grow in whatever I can put dirt in, right? So I want you to begin thinking, removing the barriers. A lot of people have barriers, and we have to recognize that as human service professionals. We have to recognize that there truly are bar- barriers. This is Vine Boy, y'all. It's here, and I seen it, and it just keeps bothering me, flying around me. I don't want to get bit by this black thing, whatever this thing is that's flying around, so I have to be careful. Oh, yes, those berries. Woo, if you need food. Not only that, Jocelyn, did you know that most of your water, if you eat fruit, you have adequate water? You have adequate water. And we are in a state of emergency right now with water. And so, if you really want to help yourself and your family, yes, grow those blackberries. Grow any type of fruit. Because imagine that you are desperate for water and there's no water. And I walked out here and had some of the juiciest berries this morning and just plopped them right in my mouth. So good. If I'm desperate for water, I can grab a berry. It is so significant that we really begin to think about this with foresight. Like, if this, then that will happen. So when we think about the future of our families, we have to think about it with foresight. We can't sit around and say woulda, coulda, shoulda. I'm saying I'm going to solve this problem, because God gave us the ability to solve problems. That's why He gave us these talents and special gifts to be. I've always been a service oriented professional. So He's placed me in a space to teach things, to provide resources, to give knowledge and wisdom and understanding to those who may not know these particular things. She says if we have no bees, we have exactly. So we have to create environments for the bees though. Because if we don't at least plant some flowers, we can expect no bees. Bees, I'm a beekeeper. I literally just got certified as a beekeeper. So as a beekeeper, what I've learned is they fly miles and miles and miles away from their hives. In their flight path, they want to see flowers. Their goal is to bring back the pollen and the needed things for that queen. So we have to have flowers, right? And so in every area of the garden, because you have things that bloom that need pollinating, and if you don't have flowers near those things, then you have less chance of. Look at this. Look at this bee, for example. You see this flower, these lilies? Pop them. You have to pop up flowers everywhere things are growing. You see? Flowers. You have to have some flowers everywhere. You have to create pollinator gardens, even if you do it in pots. Believe me when I tell you guys, I'm going to show you something right now. These are bags. I want y'all to believe that you can. I want everybody to begin believing that you can grow. Believe that you can, regardless of what the naysayers are saying or whatever barriers you even may create in your mind that I can't, right? Look at this. These are bags. These are grow bags all around my deck. Hey, from Switzerland. All around my deck. These are pots. This is mint right here. You have a historical village in town, and ours is named from Switzerland. Okay, yes. So this is mint. This is rosemary. This is lemon balm because we have to have herbs to heal our bodies. Food is out. These are bags. You see the tomatoes on it? Let me just prove to you. Do you see all those little tomatoes? These are bags. This is a bag. You see the big ones? These are bags. Family, I need y'all to know that you can grow in pots. Let me show you something. These are jalapenos. These are apple seeds I grew from seed. Okay? These are apple trees in these pots that are now growing from seeds that I started a few years back. Look at this. My focus right now, I cut all the leaves off because my focus is on a strong stem, a strong root system. So I took all of the leaves off. These are apple trees that I grew from a simple seed. I want you to know that you can grow. I save all of my seeds from my plants, right? These are all bags. This is a plot. This is a bag. This is a pot. 3-foot pots growing Roselle hibiscus. You see that? Look at them. Roselle hibiscus. You can grow whatever you want. This is a 3-foot pot. You hear me? This is Roselle, some of the biggest Roselle that I have grown. These get up to 8 to 10 feet tall. This, these are seeds from last year's collard Savior seeds. Those are collards. That's corn. That's a plot. That's a bed. This is a bed. These are tomatoes growing everywhere. These are the grape tomatoes, the kind you just pick right off the vine and plop into your mouth. This is a peach tree with all the peaches. These are the infamous, y'all know what these are, squash plants. I got them over here by themselves in a pot, not in the ground, because if the vine board comes this way, I'm throwing them in the trash because I don't want their seeds or their babies in my ground, okay? This is a greenway. This is an apple tree. These are peaches. So I want you to know that yes, you can grow. So I want you to be encouraged today. Be encouraged. And if you do have some land, then I want you to begin thinking about your foundation. I'm growing on less than a 15.15 of an acre in my backyard. My backyard is part concrete and part grass or part dirt, soil, because I eliminated the grass. I don't grow grass. I'm not paying for nobody to cut any grass when I can grow food. It doesn't make mathematical sense to me. It doesn't make earthly sense to me to manicure a lawn versus growing food. So we have to master how we think about the land God has given us, right? So Anyway, I want to get back to the root of this video, which is grow the okra, y'all. Okra is a warm weather crop. It thrives in the heat. You can grow lots of it, and I just told you the benefits and the vitamins. It's a nutrient dense powerhouse packed with fiber, vitamin C, K1, and A. It is a veggie, antioxidants. It is a veggie, but it's a fruit. It's really a fruit with all the seeds in it. Lots of seeds. God has given us every seed bearing thing as meat to eat. I want us to be growing. If you are enjoying this content on ROI, on how you can grow, what do you grow now? What do you prepare for the fall? Because growing is 365 days. Do not miss the window this year to begin growing your cruciferous vegetables, which are also your powerhouse vegetables to detoxify the body. 25 cruciferous vegetables that you can eat to detoxify your body. Let's talk about it. Let's keep listening. Let's keep plugging in to what God wants for us, what He has already spoke, and it is. He spoke it, and it is. All of these beautiful things, they were created by our Father in heaven. Our Father who art in heaven, in the many names that we call Him. Be blessed today, y'all. I'm Dr. Eve. I am a health and human service PhD, and my goal is to make sure that you have what you need, that you are provided accurate information and resources on how to begin this process and why you should even do it. Because this is an unhealthy nation, and we have to get to being what God has called us to be, right? Because what the world says about us is not what God says about us. I want to thank each and every one of you for coming in and joining. Oh, good. You growing sunflowers? Make sure that as you grow those sunflowers, because one of the things that I'm researching, I love sunflowers. I've grew a few. I'm cautious because I have such a dense garden because they attract rodents as well because they like seeds. All right, so you want to make sure you cut those heads off before those seeds start falling on the ground. Okay. Hello, Violetta. Welcome, 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 welcome. All right, no worries. That's right. We have to prepare for our friends, Jocelyn. Yes, the farm cats. You gotta have some farm cats. And hunting and fishing. You got raccoons, girl. I don't play about the raccoons. And I'm worried about. I'm not worried. I'm skeptic. I'm not going to say worried. I'm skeptic about growing corn because they love corn, raccoons. And I know I've seen raccoons in this area before. But I pray over my garden. Do you pray over your food? You just like you pray over your food, you have to pray over your garden. I prayed over this garden this morning, this day, this garden, that God makes it a no-fly zone, that He keeps every earthly pest that will come to eat the food that He provided for us, to keep them out of the garden. To Father, I plant enough on the outside. There's enough on the outside for them. We have very much beavers. Yes, I know. Yeah, yeah, I'm worried about the moles and the voles, because they are definitely here. They are definitely here. They run up under the ground. They run through the ground so bad over here. But I put down mints. Put down the things that they don't like in areas that are near my garden. I also put down cloth, ground cover, in my garden area. And yeah, I mean, I do what I have to do, but I don't use chemicals. I don't use chemicals. I stopped doing that because I want an organic garden. I want to be able to come out here and grab my food in the morning. I want to be able to come out here and grab a berry, grab a vine, grab a okra, grab whatever it is I want to grab. I want to be able to go when those tomatoes get ripe over there. I want to be able to go grab it and pop it right in my mouth. I want to have breakfast. I want to have this is a buffet. I want to grow a buffet. And so I want you to be thinking about what you're doing as your buffet, as your hardiness, as your hardy space, as your healthy space. But gardening is not just about the food. It's also about what it provides to your mental mind, the peace that it provides you that surpasses your own understanding. God will provide those things. He sat us in the garden. He sat our ancestor in the garden, Adam and Eve, in the garden, told them to cultivate the land. They had their mind on something else. They got deceived. Let's not get deceived anymore. Let's make sure that we can hear from God. Let's make sure we're praying over the things and the provisions that He has made for us. That we might be fruitful and multiply as He said and He would do for us, right? I'm so excited today to share with you all about God's goodness and grace and His mercy that He said will follow us all the days of our lives. And that place where He has you right now is just a small valley, and that He would care for us, even though we have to walk through the valley of the shadow of death. We should fear nothing. I remember fear had me gripped at some point in life, and I realized it was a sin. When I realized it was a sin, it was like, oh God, I don't want to disappoint God. I'm not. If I'm not supposed to be fearful, then Father, I need you to give me every tool and every weapon I can use for war. Okay? So I hope you all enjoy the video. I enjoy making this content. I enjoy sharing with you all. Again, I have a community here. If you are subscribed to the channel, we can check each other out in the community. Drop in some information. We are a community of resources. And so I want you, if you have resources that can help our community, that can help the people who are subscribed to this channel, then let's do that for each other, okay? Because it's about, we perish for the lack of knowledge. And here we want to be giving our people the right information, right? So you will see me drop research links. I want you to read, though. One of the things that, again, the word tells us is that we perish for the lack of knowledge. We depend a lot on people doing the reading for us. And I don't know what kind of bug that is, y'all, but it's the weirdest. We depend on the people reading for us and then telling us what the information says. But I want us to validate it for ourselves. It's like the Bible, y'all. We go to church on Sundays, or we go to church and we hear what people are saying, but we don't go back and check the fruit. We don't go back and check to make sure that what they told us was correct. I don't know what kind of bug this is, y'all. It's weird. Look. Oh, it's gone. It's gone. I just don't want it to bite me because, things are weird, really weird in the world right now, you know. So I want to be careful. All right. So she said we have baby beavers because Europe hunted them almost to extinction. Oh wow. Yeah. So anyway, I am not going to stay longer. I want to make sure that I give you the information that I came here to give you. Make sure you're growing okra. I've eaten the okra already, but I want you to make sure that you know that you can have 100% return on your investment if you can plant the seed. Okay, plant your seeds, everyone. One plant, one pot. one seed, one plot. All right? And remember that living well is a lifestyle that you get to cultivate. Until next time, bye for now.